I'm an Immortal Killjoy main, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Killjoy on the map Ascent. So this is going to include setups on A and B site, attacking swarms that help you take the bomb sites, alt locations, and post-plant swarms. This is my go-to setup right here. You put the turret deep in this corner. If you put it in the left corner, they can shoot it from main. So what you do is you put it in that deep right corner. Then the next thing I like to do is put my alarm bot right here. So the edge of it comes out to about here. Then you put a swarm. So the swarm edge ends about where the alarm bot is. And then you toss another swarm right here. So what this looks like is you run out, the turret will start shooting you, you pop both of these swarms, and this person will get destroyed. And they either have to fall back or continue out, helping you get that kill. Now people are like, dude, Cam, this gets broken all the time, or Raisnate, or just something, right? Someone will break this every time, or the alarm bot in the second swarm at least, because you can't break the first one, right? So if this gets broken a lot, this is a new setup I found. You throw a swarm in this corner right here, you put your alarm bot, so the second the edge needs to be right here, like this. So the edge of the alarm bot needs to be about right here, so it'll activate right when they get about to this location here. And this is where you have another swarm. You line up with this right here, and you drop the swarm right here on the ground. The only reason there's a small little lineup for this right here is so if it's a little bit lower, it won't be high enough to do damage to the people in the lane, but that's about right there. It's perfect. And then I'd put the turret up here on this box. So what this does is the second this person steps right here, the alarm bot will pop at the exact same time the turret shoots them, choking them up. You pop both of these swarms, and this person will get absolutely trashed all the way through this whole area. And then you'll be playing like backside here or here. You just swing on this, or you can play this green box here and just absolutely trash on this person. I feel like this new setup is going to do way more damage, get you way more kills, because so many people are prepared for the setup to be here that they're not prepared for the setup to be deep here with a turret combination. Because a lot of times that turret will get broken a lot earlier than the people like would expect, so they break it before they get stuck. This one forces them to get stuck the second that you pop both the swarms, absolutely destroying the person. So another setup I like to run is jets keep dashing on the lever. So what you do is you toss the either alarm bot here for the jet dash, or you listen for the jet dash, toss the alarm bot right here, and then you put another swarm on the lever. So what this does is you hear the jet dash, you can pop this swarm and this one, and it makes it so the alarm bot will pop. If someone's also running the lane, this person will get destroyed. So the jet dashes towards the lever will get completely destroyed. And this is, I wouldn't set this setup up unless you know the jet is dashing at that lever every single time they enter the B bomb site. That's just a way to take precautions against that individual person. Now a lot of setups people are starting to use right now is this one right here, where you put the alarm bot right here, you toss the swarm in the log right here, and then you toss another swarm about like right here. And this can be comboed with the turret like anywhere, like here for example, or over there for example. So what they would do is they'd walk out, the alarm bot would hit them, and then a lot of people like to run out and go to logs after they run in, because they think your setups are going to be down lane, so they think logs is safe, and that swarm is popped logs and they'll just get absolutely demolished. Here's a few setups for the A site on Ascent. What you want to do is put your turret right here. I will give full credit to BJOR for this setup. He created this. He's a great Killjoy main. In this setup, I have not been able to find one or create one that is nearly as deadly as this one here. So what you do is you put the turret right there in that corner. Then you put the a swarm right here on this brick. My bad, it bounced wrong. You put a swarm right here on this brick. You toss another one on this little grass spot right here. And you put an alarm bot in the open so it covers this whole region here. So what this will look like for the enemy is they'll walk out, go close the door. They run over here. The turtle spot them. As the same time the alarm bot spots them, you pop this swarm and you pop this swarm. The person can't stand in any of these areas here, and they'll just get absolutely obliterated while the turtle is shooting at them. I have found that this setup is almost always good for one person, and it's like an amazing setup for pistol round to help get a pick. And then I usually play like a complete rat in hell, because they think you'll be heaven, green box, or gen. So if you just hear like a rat, the person goes to clear hell, you get a free right click on them with your classic, and then your teammates are there to help you retake. And now it's already a 3v5 at that point, and I've done that so many times in a comp game. I have a buddy who made a setup that's over here. His name is Morty. What you can do is you can toss your swarm right up here on this, like that. Then you can toss a swarm right here on this. This will take a couple tries. There you go. And then you toss the alarm bot right here in the middle. This setup is made by Brutal Mort. What you do is you pop both of these swarms, and this will just absolutely obliterate someone who's running generator. And where I'd play with this setup is right here. So when they swing from all the swarms, you just get the kill on the guy who's swinging generator. So the alarm bot is the activation for this one. And if you want, you can pair a turret up here in this corner or anywhere up against this wall, and then swing with your turret as the turret activates. This is good for a kill usually, but like I said, the first setup I've seen do the most damage. A small little setup for cat I like to run is you run the alarm bot a little bit to the right of this grade here. You put the swarm a little bit to the right of this grade, and then you put the swarm to the right of this grade a little bit. So a lot of the times, yeah, they'll break this first swarm. It'll happen. But this gives you information, and this lets your team know they're moving up cat. So what they do is they walk out like this. You put the turret right there. The turret will shoot them. You pop both of these swarms, and it'll cover this entire room. So if they just run in, they throw a blind, they run in, this will be absolutely good. But if they like to shift up and make their way in slowly, they can usually catch this setup and break it. So what I would do is something like this. If they like trying to be sneaky, you put the alarm bot out as much as you can here. Then you toss the swarm in this corner here, because then it'll do damage to the people standing right here. So they walk in, they get tagged by it, and then they back up, and then this will do a good amount of damage to them. It'll delay the push into cat. It'll allow your teammates time to rotate. Attacking swarms on the A site on Ascent. So what you want to do is you want to come over to this corner right here. You put your crosshair between this here, this tip of this, in the area here, and you give this a toss. This lands perfectly generator. They can't stand anywhere back gen. They're forced to swing out this way, and they're forced to swing out this way. I've gotten so many picks by having this lineup, or someone will be like, dude, Sova's lit, and then you throw that swarm generator and you just get a free kill. Another setup I like to do is this one right here. So you look at the white tip of this right here, you aim this up a little bit, and this will land perfectly behind green box. The only issue with this one right here is the person green box has to swing left or right and then left, or they can just fall back to hell without actually being hit at all. They'll get hit by the swarm a little bit, do like maybe 30 to 50 damage, and they get back to hell with no issues, right? But this helps you clear this spot out. Someone's been like, dude, this guy's lit behind green box. I throw that swarm, and then you can like catch him for free. You can get a free kill before they can fall back. So I don't use that green box one as much, but I almost always throw this generator one, because that's just an angle you now no longer have to check, helping your teammates so much. Attacking swarm lineups for the B site on Ascent. So what you want to do is you want to come into this corner right here, aim your crosshair right here, run, and then throw. So it bounces off this wall right here and lands stairs. So what this does is it makes them either swing this way, or it makes them fall back in the site. So another swarm lineup you can do is this one right here. This one, if you aim this, so right at the curve of this window and this bar, you give this one a toss. This cuts off the market player. So what this does is there'll be a smoke here, and they'll make it so this person doesn't like stand in the smoke and like pre-fire main. Now, like, they might be able to get an angle, like they'll be able to get this angle on you, but at that point it's smoked off, so it prevents this person from running into this smoke, dropping logs, and absolutely dumpstering your team. You line yourself up right here, and then you aim right here in the bottom of this windowsill, so just in the middle. And this lands left side CT, so this covers everything on the left side of CT. Now, they can't really hold any angle on you unless they hold this specific angle right here, and if that's an angle you want to block off, you can just move the swarm a little bit off to the right, covering this angle here. All right, so this will make it so that person can't really be holding lane on you, and it makes it much harder for the enemies to be fighting you, and this will be smoked, so it'll prevent them from running in the smoke. So what I like to do when I play on this map is I do this. I'll take this swarm, I'll do this, I'll run, and I'll throw that. In rapid succession, I'll line up right here and throw this. So it'll look something like this if you do it really fast. Now, the swarms won't be like absolutely perfect, but if you can do this combo together, they really just have nowhere to be, and you can catch a bunch of damage, and this will just basically help your teammates get sight. Or you can throw one swarm and save the other for insight, so you put your alarm bot down, you put a swarm down, so the second the alarm bot gets triggered down on lane or stairs, you pop that and you hold your sight with your team with the turret. Post plant lineups with Killjoy for default on B site. Right here, back yourself into this corner, line your crosshair up with the tip of this thing right here, and this will land perfectly default. Boom. Making it so they can't defuse the bomb. Now you have to keep in mind, Killjoy swarms only last about 3 seconds, so you have to be careful. Would you rather sit out of sight, bait your teammates, and hope they can delay it for you enough to the point where there's only 6 seconds left? you can go for that, but sometimes it'll mess you up. All right, so we got the post plant swarm for the A site on Ascent. You back yourself into this corner right here. You look at the left side of your swarm, so like the green little icon, and you line it up with this part right here where my crosshair was. You give this a toss. This will land perfectly generator, and it'll actually land off to the left side a little bit. So if your teammates are weird and they plant over here, this swarm will also help it, and they can't. So it basically stops it diffuse from here and here at the same time. Last but not least, we have alt locations on Ascent for retaking the bomb site and attacking the bomb site. So the first one we have here is retaking the A site on Ascent. So what you do is you run over here, toss your Killjoy alt in that corner here. You come up here, you line yourself in between these two marks right here on the wall, and then you line up your crosshair perfectly on this leaf that sticks out right here. This dark green leaf, you put it up on the tip of that leaf and you give this a throw. So what this does is it makes it so the people standing here with the ultimate, the ultimate basically cuts off like right here. So the people either have to, 1, stand into swarm, take a bunch of damage, or 2, run out and get detained. And if they get detained, it helps you because then your teammates can all run in the bomb site. So this takes a little bit of timing. So you put your ult down, you run up, you line it up, you instantly throw it, and then you instantly pop the swarm so they can't break it. It'll take a little bit of practice to get down, but I will show you guys the lineup. We'll show it fast right here. I'll show you guys what this looks like fast. So alt, run over here, line up, put your crosshair on the exact spot. Then with like 3 seconds left, you pop the swarm. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then they just run like here and get detained. And then your team can basically retake the bomb site for free, get the defuse, or they can just smoke off main. Everyone runs on the bomb site, and it's just so much easier to stop the enemies, and you can just defuse them in the round. So if you're attacking on the A site, the best Killjoy out location is just going to be just simply in this corner right here. It covers the most amount of site, but bro, if kids are really cocky, they will challenge you. They'll sit hell and they'll hold main, and they'll hold up here. So if I have my Killjoy ulti, I usually use it for a post plant on the A site instead of using my ult to take the A site, or you can use it for a potential fake. For the B site, what I like to do is this right here. I put my ulti down in this corner. Now you have to be aware, Brimstone ult, Sova ult, Raze ult, the guy who Veteran who knows is the Raze satchels that break ults in this location. They recently patched it. You cannot put your ult up here anymore. So what you do is if they have an Odin, put the ulti right here so they can't break it, or you put it up here so it catches them off guard. So what I do is I just toss it in this corner, being aware of what they have. I come over here and I throw this swarm like this. So no, the guy who's ultra scared right here can't rotate out of sight. Earlier today, I got a play where I detained 2 people, like I said, where they basically got caught up on the stairs. So you throw that ult, they have to run out of sight, and then you pop this stairs swarm, and they literally can't get out of sight. I got 2 detainees. We ran in, we killed them both, we took the bomb site, we won the round. It's an insane play. Now, if you're retaking the B site with Killjoy ult, the best spot is right here. So if you look at the minimap where this covers, you want to line up right here, but you don't want to put the ult up here. You want to put it down. So you want to line up as close as you can to this, take a step back, and put your ult on. So this will cover this, so they can't be right here. This completely covers it, and they cannot shoot it through that wall. Obviously, so ult can break it, but this will cause the enemies to push up. And you also have to be aware, you have to tell your teammates, I have my Killjoy ult, I need to put it on lever. We need to clear market, we need to clear CT, and we need to clear main. Once you have those angles cleared, you do it. Now, like I said, walk up, take a step back, and put it down. Because if you don't take a step and put it back, if you don't take a step back, it'll go right here. So make sure you walk up to it, take a step back, and then pop your ult down. Alright, cuties, that's everything I have for Ascent with Killjoy. If you guys like the video, drop a comment. If you guys want to see Killjoy on a certain map, if you want to learn other things about Killjoy, or if you want to see any specific tutorials, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the video. I'm always trying to improve my quality, so let me know what you guys want to see. I appreciate you guys. Also, I stream on Twitch every single day at 11 a.m. Central Time to about 5 p.m. Central Time. If you want to come out and say hi, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys later.